Ciao a tutti! Hi everybody! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome, benvenuti, if this is the first video that you're watching. So, let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought of coming to Italy for the holidays? Are you interested in renting like a full house or an apartment, maybe something near the beach to explore the seaside of Italy? Well, if you're interested in that, this is the perfect video for you because today I'm going to be teaching you interesting sentences and very useful vocabulary words that deal with the house in general, but more specific to a situation where you are renting or looking for a house for like a longer stay, not like a weekend stay, for like a 1 week, a 2 week, a month, and so on. Okay, so in this video, I will be teaching you lots of useful sentences that you can use or that you can simply read if you are hunting for a beach house in Italy. Okay? Renting an apartment or a house in Italy might not always be the easiest thing to do, especially if you're looking to go into a very touristic location or a very hectic period. For example, if you come to Italy in August, all of the Italians will also be on holiday. So it's obviously more difficult to find the perfect house or apartment to rent. So I strongly suggest that you do all of your research way in advance, like 3 or 4 months in advance, to be sure that you can find the perfect location and the perfect house that fits your needs. Okay? Renting a house or an apartment and exploring the surroundings of Italy is always a very nice holiday experience. Trust me, I do that quite often, and I always suggest it to all of my students that want to live the Italian holiday experience. So first thing, where are you going to look for this place, right? Well, the usual websites like booking.com obviously have houses also in Italy, but if you're looking for a specific location, I suggest that you just Google a local real estate agency. Now, real estate agency is called agenzia immobiliare. So if I were you, I would go on Google and I would write agenzia immobiliare plus the town or the city that you want to visit. For example, I absolutely adore Sardinia and I absolutely adore the town of Tortoli. Check it out if you haven't done so. So I would simply go on Google and I would write Agenzia Immobiliare Tortoli, Sardegna. And obviously you will have a list of all the different real estate agencies. Click on one and look at the different listings. Another valid option, but this is more for expats that are now living in Italy. You know, Italy is not huge, so in like 2 to 3 hours ride, you can usually reach a holiday destination. So like from my house, I live in the north, in about 2 hours, I can reach a beach location. So if I were looking for a house where I needed to stay for like 2 months, what I would do is I would probably take my car, drive to that beach location, maybe stay for the weekend, and wander around the town, because very often people will put out signs like this one that you see appearing on the screen, where they tell you, hey, we are renting this house. So if you're interested, just grab the phone number, contact us, or ring the bell and we will give you some information. So the signs to look for are AFFITTASI, and underneath you could have also the months. Usually the months where they rent out the houses are the summer months. So maggio, giugno, luglio, agosto. Or they could say si affitta. This is exactly the same word, meaning, hey, we are renting, okay? So those are 2 things that you can look out for. Now, let's jump into the vocabulary section of this short lesson. Obviously, you are renting, so you could rent a house or an apartment. And you could have something like affittasi casa. Casa means house, or affittasi appartamento. Appartamento means apartment. One of the most important aspects of renting is obviously the location, right? So one of the things that you should look out for is where the house is located physically on the map. And then you can usually read on the listings of the real estate agencies where the main attractions are. So you can find sentences like this one. Vicino a. A 2 passi da. Vicino a means near to. A 2 passi da means walking distance from something. For example, vicino alla spiaggia, close to the beach. A 2 passi dalla spiaggia, walking distance to the beach. Vicino al centro, a 2 passi dal centro. Okay, so watch out for these two because that can also give you some idea if it's a location that is of interest for you or not. Then obviously you have to be comfortable, so you're interested in knowing how big this apartment or house is. And you can have these words, monolocale. This is a 1 bedroom plus a kitchen, so a very tiny space, like a studio kind of situation. Bilocale. In this case, you have 1 room, a living room, and the kitchen. And then you can go bigger and bigger. You can have a trilocale, which will have 2 rooms, a living room, and a kitchen, or quadrilocale. In this case, you will have 3 rooms, a living room, and a kitchen. Okay, so depending on how many people you are, you can find these definitions that will help you to understand the size of the house and how many rooms there are so you can best organize yourself. Another very important thing to know and to check is at what floor the apartment is at. Okay, some people love to be at the ground floor, some people want to have a higher level floor. And how do you say this in Italian? You have piano terra, primo piano, secondo piano, terzo piano, quarto piano, and so on. Okay, so those are the different floor levels. You're starting with the ground and you're going all the way up, and you can have infinite numbers depending on where you are. Usually we don't have like super tall buildings unless you go like in downtown big cities like Milan, where you have like skyscrapers. Otherwise, we usually don't have super tall buildings, at least here in the smaller cities of Italy. Now, always remember that you can download a PDF with all of the things that I'm talking about, so you don't necessarily need to take notes. So if you wish to, just look at the link below the video. You can click all of this information. I have created a little sort of flashcards with all of them, so you can take it with you, you can review it, and you can be sure to be booking the right thing. Okay, so don't worry about that if you are sort of lost with all the information that I'm giving you. Now, obviously, inside of a house, you can have different rooms, right? So you can have una cucina. Cucina is kitchen, and this kitchen can be abitabile. So if you see something that says una cucina abitabile, means that it's quite a big kitchen, a kitchen where you can physically live in. Okay, because abitabile means to live in. So it's like a walk-in kitchen, very nice, lots of space. You can have a cucina aperta. In this case, it means that the kitchen is basically facing the living room. So the living room and the kitchen are together. You can have a bagno con vasca. This is a bathroom with a bathtub. Or bagno con doccia. This is a bathroom with a shower. And then you can have the bedrooms. Camera matrimoniale is the master bedroom, and all of the other rooms are simply called camera da letto in the singular form, or camere da letto in the plural form if you have more than one. Lo studio is usually the extra bedroom, which is usually turned into like an office space. And then you can have what we call soggiorno. Soggiorno is your living room. On the outside of the house, you can have a garden, un giardino. You can have a garage, un garage, or un box auto. Sometimes the houses don't have a garage, but they have a reserved space to park your car. In that case, you will see something like parcheggio privato, parcheggio custodito, or parcheggio non custodito. Parcheggio custodito, it means that it's a parking lot that is looked after by somebody. So like there's a person in charge of looking and making sure that the car is safe. If it's non custodito, it means that it's a free parking. You park there, it's reserved for you, but whatever happens to the car, your fault. Okay? And last thing, the house can have a balcony. Okay? So you will see words like un balcone, un terrazzo. If you're booking a house for the holidays, the house will be fully furnished. So the apartment will have all of the things that you need to live comfortably in. So you will see in the listings, in the real estate agencies, you will see sentences like appartamento arredato. Arredato, it means that it has furniture inside. Different types of amenities might be available, okay? For example, you can have a lavatrice, the washing machine, lavastoviglie, the dishwasher, l'aria condizionata, air conditioning, riscaldamento, the heating, asciugacapelli, the hairdryer. And then they can probably tell you that you will have clean sheets, clean towels, and so on. So they will say con lenzuola, con asciugamani. Lenzuola means bed sheets, and asciugamani means towels. Other useful information, usually you pay for a cleaning fee. So if it's a very long stay, you might ask for the house to be cleaned. So if you don't want to clean it yourself, you pay for like an extra fee where somebody comes in and cleans it for you. Or for example, if you're staying for 1 week, usually you pay the cleaning fee. And this means that when you arrive, the house is perfectly clean. And when you leave, somebody will come and clean after you and leave the house perfect for the next person. In this case, you will see a sentence like this. Spese di pulizia. This means fee for the cleaning. Okay? Okay, so as a little exercise, I want you to write in the comments what you think is the most important thing in renting a house. So look at all the vocabulary that you have seen in this lesson and write down a little sentence of what you would like to rent in Italy. I'll go first. I'll give you my example. Mi piacerebbe affittare un piccolo appartamento arredato a 2 passi dalla spiaggia in Sardegna. Okay, your turn. Write a sentence or more in the comments and I will be more than happy to check them for you. This is it for today. See you next week. Un bacio. Ciao.